Bubbly.
It's more bubble than cuddle. But yes, we
I
are.
think the government has kindly thought that...
Rebecca Elliott needs friends, so let's just make that happen.
No, that single parents will frankly lose their shit unless they're in a bubble. But I don't think they've thought through that the person that I foisted myself on just had to accept the bubble and might lose their shit too. So
that's already happened. You're foisted.
Yeah.
I have been foisted upon. Mounted, if you will.
Not mounted.
Foisted. I like that. Now, I'm worrying about the lighting. Look how much nicer. Oh, look. Now, you have noticed, probably, ladies and gentlemen, at this
that you're
point...
bleeding from the eyes?
I do have pink eye. But I have done it on purpose. I'm not... Right, I did it thinking, oh, I look punkish, I look edgy.
No, you look sickly.
I'm not sure that it's working. I'm going with it.
It's supposed to be convincing people that it's okay, we're in a bubble, we're very healthy, it's fine. It looks like you're bleeding from the eyes.
Whereas I feel strong, healthy, robust, ready to go, is how I feel.
Right.
How are you? So it is... How are you finding lockdown 2.0? I don't want to look at you, I want to look at myself.
You're just looking at these wheels.
How are you finding...
Weird having a conversation with you looking over there.
How are you finding lockdown 2.0, Rebecca Elliott?
I'm finding it all right. I was in the... I don't think I told you, so I was in the garage yesterday.
Right.
First day of lockdown. And I found that I got a little bit befuddled. And do you remember I ranted on about the milk woman? The milk woman in Tesco's
we all know about
a couple
the
of months
woman.
ago now, and she was spending way too long dithering, choosing milk. I realised that in the garage yesterday I was the milk woman. But kind of way worse. Firstly, I got all of a tangle, because if you've got the mask on, and headphones with the thing, not like your fancy headphones, and sunglasses, and then you try and take some of them off whilst leaving the mask on, it wasn't pleasant.
No.
So I was in the little garage, try and do that, and then the door made a noise which sounded exactly like the beginning of the Thompson Twins' Hold Me Now. So I wanted to record that, obviously on my phone, because that's hilarious. Obviously.
Obviously.
Who wouldn't?
Who doesn't?
Okay.
Hilarious.
And then it found out it wasn't the door. I think it may have been the coffee machine. But I was just standing there staring at my phone, videoing a door. Whilst things were hanging off my face. And then turned around, there was about 5 people behind me just waiting to get past.
And you're just going, but it's a Thompson. No, it's not.
Thompson Twins. Sounds like Hold Me Now. Come on.
No.
They weren't having it.
So you've already struggled in lockdown, is what you're saying to us, Rebecca Elliott.
My plans in lockdown is to put on a lot of weight.
Oh, well, I've done that last one. And I'm loving lockdown. Lockdown takes the pressure of life off. You've got no plans, you've got no one to see.
Yeah. It's a good thing.
Well, I want that for myself. I don't want it for everyone else. I understand that it causes all kinds of stuff going on for everyone. But for me, don't have to do anything, mate. I miss me mum. I miss my friends.
I miss my mum.
You know.
I'm a dad, I should say. Yours is death, so.
I mean, I do miss him, but that's how everyday occurrence.
So.
You know, so there we go. So that's us. We're in lockdown. How are you all finding it, Butters?
You know they can't answer back.
How are you? Yeah. Are you well? But I have had a really interesting week since I've seen you last. I've had 2 awkward corners happen to me.
I've had so many awkward corners.
Have you, mate?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it overheard corner? I always get confused.
Did you overhear something? Therefore, it's overheard corner.
Oh, it's overheard twice.
Okay,
twice.
What are you doing?
And what we haven't said today is, which I missed when I've been listening to the previous podcast.
See how awkward I am when I know I'm being videos. Post the podcast. Don't know what to do with my arms. Oh. Yeah.
And you turn into Joe Wicks.
Yeah.
All the time. I just enjoy it. Look, look at yourself. Enjoy yourself.
No.
Go, wow, I look really good on camera, even with a bit of pink eye. Quite a lot. The thing happened was, so I'm in Waterstones the other day, and a man comes in, and he says, like it was so powerful. The name's Trump. I have a book. Clearly, his name was Trump. He had ordered a book. But he just said it with such confidence and grace.
Okay.
And I just thought, I've never walked in and gone, name's Hudson.
Well, perhaps because his name's Trump, he's had to overcome the fact that whenever
his name's Trump. He did throw me, because I was all guffaw. I'm slightly worried about the man Trump.
What, the actual man Trump?
Yeah. He just sounded so forlorn in his 17-minute rant.
He's gone over the edge. Don't worry about it. It was going to happen sooner or later.
No, I was just a bit of a worry. Do you think we've got anyone watching?
Does it matter?
Shall we look at stats?
I know, don't look at stats. What are you doing? Who looks at stats? What have you done? You've opened up a window of possibility. But, we just have to always presume, as with every conversation we have, that thousands of people are watching and enjoying us.
Look, I'm there again.
You've done a thing. You've got like
Someone's going to start. Something's about.
Oh, good Christ! Don't click stuff. I've told you this before. Don't click stuff.
I don't know. Look, we just literally.
Yeah.
We literally froze because we both said that. Entertaining viewing, that is. Well, do you know what we haven't? What has happened here? Do you know what's happened here?
What?
We've got out of the habit of doing these.
Yeah, a little bit. Can I talk to you about the woman in Javelin, the shop, where you just laugh?
Oh, when I tried to tell her my story.
No, well, I was going to come on to that.
Oh, okay.
I was going to tell it right. Firstly,
right,
my overheard. It's very short. It's very short and sweet. I was walking around town. Okay, there was a woman in about 60s, with a mask on, obviously, walking past on her own. Another woman in about 60s walking past the other way.
You like to act that story out with your hands.
I'm building a picture. I'm setting the scene.
Okay, we're there. The hands are going.
One of the women said to the other one as they walked past each other, "Oh, hello." The other woman went, "Hello," and then they both had fits of hysterics. And then they just kept walking. They didn't say anything else. They simply said hello to each other.
I laughed.
And then laughed and kept walking.
I know what's happened there.
What's happened there?
They've gone to a laughing yoga workshop. That's what's
kind
happened.
Of shit you go to.
I've been to a laughing.
People don't.
I've been to a laughter workshop, yoga workshop, and you just spend the whole time laughing. And then they say, into your life, add more laughter. I swear goodness, because I went with your attitude, right? And I was going, no, that's ridiculous.
You've never gone anywhere quite with my attitude, I feel. The fact that you went to a laughter workshop means you do not have my attitude at all.
So I go to the laughter workshop, and I'm there, and I'm like, oh, no, you're not going to make me laugh. And they're going, just go, right? See? That works. Do that. Go.
No.
As you go.
I have self-respect.
Yeah. As you go,
no.
And someone else is doing it. You see, it happens.
No, I'm laughing at you, not with you.
No, but then I
may have been outside the studio looking in the window and laughing at the idiots in there, but I would not have been partaking.
Well, anyway, those two people had been to a laughter workshop. They thought, oh, that's me, mate. Don't you say anything.
Didn't the other day we walked past a sign that said that said some sort of gong therapy workshop, and I went, "Oh, I bet you've been to that." And you went,
"Yeah,
no, but I have been to it. What have you been to?"
A gong bath. A gong bath. They do a gong
along with me. I haven't been to a gong workshop. I've been to a gong bath.
You lay on the floor.
That's normal.
I'll set the scene. You lay on the floor like this. Yeah, sit around. Someone's got a round tub thing like that. You just go into a deep relaxation. In fact, I could do one for you now. Listen, and you're just laying there, and it's good. It's a bit.
It's the bubble I've chosen.
She foisted herself upon me.
It's a worry.
She's regretting the foisting.
I am.
Yeah, and my other overheard corner was we went to Munsley together because we can't. Munsley. We can't get enough of each other, so we thought, I know what we'll do. We'll get a house together.
As well.
We took other people. It wasn't just us. Yeah. And we got a house in Munsley, and we went. There was a little shop, wasn't there? I honestly can't recommend this shop enough. It's, what is it?
It's a spa.
It's a spa, mate.
It's a classy spa.
It's a spa. You go in. They've got soft used toys. Who doesn't need those?
It was ridiculous.
Soft used toys. DVDs for sale.
Toys and old DVDs.
Yeah. And the man doesn't want you in there, really. I don't know why he's got a shop, because I go, where's the beer? Right? And he's, they're just behind the counter. Well, I'm thinking, I can't go behind the counter. I don't work here. He said, no, they just go behind the counter. So I had to go around the counter. All right, mate, get this stuff, come back around the counter and pay for them. He wasn't going to get the beers for me.
And he made some nods towards COVID, in that he put a sort of sheet that he kind of sellotaped up, where he puts the stuff through, so he's putting it through the till. But he put it through the till, and then he put it so far behind the little sort of perspex sheet that he'd kind of gaffered up, that you had to reach past him to get the stuff. I mean, it was living hell.
And weirdly, right, because you have to eat pot noodles when you're on holiday. It's like a rule. It's like a rule of thumb.
Munders did run out.
Well, they'd run out of the beef and tomato pot noodles. Who knew that was the thing that you could run out of?
They were chicken rich.
They were chicken and mushroom rich. They had a greengrocer's that was only open for 2 hours a day, but it was a delightful greengrocer's when you went in.
Still don't know what to do with my arms.
Look, fold them. Put them in your lap.
No, fold them. You look angry. Look at that. And also quite fat. I mean, I have a lot more stories, but I have a feeling no one can hear us, so I don't really want to waste them.
Oh, you're going to save your stories for when people are listening.
Oh, I've got some gems here.
Well, have you texted Darren to see if we're on?
Well, I did text Darren, but I had no response.
No.
Oh, no, Joe says Mel and I are watching.
Oh.
All right, I'll step it up then.
Hey, no, we'll be good. Bring it on.
No, really haven't got anything. No, but I was going to say, I was in Javelin, the little shop in town.
Oh, yes.
And
support your local retailers.
I don't care about local retailers.
I do, because I might...
Oh,
okay.
Just living up to the,
Edgy. I'm the edgy one now, because I've looked. That's so punky.
You're bleeding from the eye.
It's so punky.
It's not. It makes me feel bad for you. It makes me feel like I should ring 999. In Javelin.
Look at how down I am.
When you're in a shop and someone is bringing something back and they don't realise that the people working behind the counter aren't the shop.
No.
They're just people working behind the counter. They don't care about your story. Okay?
No, but they are the representation of the shop. Who else?
Yeah, but okay. But this woman is bringing back a bracelet. Okay? I'm next to her buying a jumper, being perfectly pleasant. The woman is bringing back a single bracelet.
Right.
Not in itself a big deal, you would think. She'd bigged herself up. She'd plumped herself up in the queue. She was quite a young woman. I would say younger than me, so pretty young.
Are we talking?
She's got all prepared.
30s.
I saw her in the queue before.
She's in the 30s.
I think late 20s even.
Oh my gosh.
I know, oh my gosh, those people exist.
Yes.
They do. She was bringing this bracelet back. And behind the desk at Javelin, for some reason, there's about 4 people behind there. I don't know why. But she had a lot of women there who were listening to her story. Okay? But all they wanted to do was give her a refund. She didn't let them get a word in edgewise. Right? So, which I used to think was edgeways, but it's not, it's edgewise, isn't it?
Yeah, but tell everyone how you say, what's the word I can't say that you don't say?
Dent. As in I dent
like,
go in there.
when you say I daren't go in there. That's what you should say.
Nobody says daren't.
I daren't go in there
No, I
it's
daren't
scary.
go in there.
Dare. It's not even dare.
I daren't talk to you because you're an idiot. See how it works?
I dare and answer back.
So she takes this bracelet back. She picks herself up beforehand.
Oh, I don't like that face.
Right? She's getting ready. And she's like, right, what I've got is this bracelet now. A friend of mine bought it for me. She's given the whole backstory. A friend of mine bought it for me, I would say 2 or 3 weeks ago. And she normally spends about £25 for me, so I think it's about £25. Now, and these people are just like, okay. But she's like, if you'd like to have a close look at the craftsmanship, because what I've also done is I've brought in some other bracelets, and these were only £15. And if you just look at the tensile strength alone,
she brought examples.
She had brought examples in. She's going,
that.
these are the ones at £15. These are 25 that came from your shop, and it was a gift. So no, I haven't got the receipt. They hadn't even asked, but she's getting angry with them.
Oh, she's preempting.
Yeah, and she's talking about the thread. She's like, look at the tensile strength of the thread alone, which is frankly preposterous. And she's going on and on, and they're just like, do you want some cash?
I think people get cross, don't they?
Oh, she was livid. She just wanted to be heard.
The people are crosser now than ever.
But they are. But equally, people are just rude words. But also, what people don't realise, other people don't care. They don't care about your story.
No.
But a few minutes later, in the same said shop, right, we were walking around, you had your bag.
Lovely crochet bag.
It was. But one of the workers in the shop said to you,
I like your bag.
I like your bag. All she wanted to hear back was, thanks. And you started going, well, my son was in a coma, and at that point she's like, okay.
Too much information. She went.
Quite a lot of information.
I didn't stop. I told her that the reason is that I said, which is an interesting story, my son was in a coma. A kind woman has made these crochet bags to sell to raise money for a campaign of helmet use.
This is how she spoke to the woman in Dublin.
She just went. Good. Well done, you. And I'm thinking that's a moving story on so many levels. First, you had a 16-year-old in a coma. That should bring you to tears enough. Then you have a woman making things for helmet use.
But a woman who works in a shop who says, I like your bag, does not want to be hit over the head with, my son was in a coma. That's not the level of conversation she was gunning for.
What? So I should have said, thank you very much.
Yes! Obviously. I've got a tiny little crevice of curiosity here. Which I'd like to bring in
she's bringing the crevice in.
I've got lots of crevices, but I'm just going to delve into one.
Oh, I haven't even got...
I'm going to pick my favourite crevice and I'm just going to go in there.
Do you know what I haven't got?
That is simply...
You've even
That is simply that I've heard...
Oh, I would love to show you Rebecca Ellie's notes.
I've got a friend of a friend...
Yeah.
...whose name's a middle-aged woman. She doesn't realise it's funny.
Right.
Her name is Fanny Harness.
It's not.
That's it.
Her middle name is Fanny, and then her last name is Harness.
First name.
Oh, so her first name is Fanny.
Yeah.
And her...
She's called Fanny Harness.
Her last name is Harness. Oh, that is so good.
That was it. I just thought that's brilliant.
No, but you wouldn't believe that to be true.
And yet it is.
My talking about names.
Come towards me.
This isn't a funny name, but I love this name. Darren's granddad was called, or his great granddad was called Homer Garland.
That's a good name.
Isn't it? And if you go to the...
I mean, it ain't no Fanny Harness, though, is it?
It's definitely not Fanny Harness. I think one of my relations, my Auntie Linda can incorporate this, was called Fanny. So, but if you go to the gravestones...
There was an Auntie Fanny in my family, so that's a true story.
I think we need to bring that name back.
Most families had an Auntie Fanny. But were they called Fanny Harness? You know,
I love that name. We should bring it back as a name. If you go to the gravestones in Bury St Edmunds, there's a few people in there called Golden.
Are they?
Yeah. That's the first name.
Golden?
Yeah.
Golden Fanny Harness. For that special occasion. That's lovely.
That is Gavin. We need
to wrap it up.
We can't top that story. I mean, we've really, wow, we've been alright.
To the depths.
Yes.
Friday night dullness.
We have. Sorry. We are in lockdown.
People tune into the actual podcast because it's edited and slightly structured.
And I would say slightly amusing.
Yeah. I mean, it can be very amusing. I certainly can be very amusing.
You have your moments.
At the moment.
I pin you up.
You opened me up.
I said I'd pin you up.
Going back to the Fanny Harness.
I feel like I'm your scaffolding of humour.
You are. Yeah.
I'm drinking on camera as well. I mean, I'm literally in your living room going, can I have a Diet Coke? It's 5:30. Wow. Right, we have. I mean, that's all we can add.
Yeah. Well, let's wrap it up. And
but listen, people, if you've wondered, this is something that I'm really wanting to push. I'm going to get you to do it at some point. Is I want them.
I haven't okayed this.
She hasn't.
What?
Is all I want you to do is just write in and tell us, what do you want us to talk about? What do you want to know?
I don't think after we've done a really, really crap video, you're in any position to request anything from any really beautiful, beautiful person who's hung on.
Who's literally saying,
knuckled this long.
It might get better. It hasn't.
It's not going to get better, and now you're going to get requests from. Don't ask them to do stuff.
Well, if they want to write to us, I think there are people that I know that they're going and I'm going, oh, I wonder what Kirsty and Rebecca think about that. We've got loads of things to talk about coming up on the podcast. Oh, loads.
No.
Not this one, but we are going to be here every month. First Friday of the month.
We'll get better.
It probably won't. But, we'll be here for you throughout lockdown on Fridays.
Kirsty would have sorted out her bleeding eyes by then.
Oh.
Right, can we, before you just poo or something, can we wrap it up?
I'm going to finish. So rude. It's not appropriate.
Babe, have a good weekend. It's cold, so wrap up warm.
You've ended on... She's ended it. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what's...
Right. Just take care. Take care of each other.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Be kind.
Okay.
Oh.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry.